Hello, people. How are we all doing? I hope we are all doing well and everyone in a good mood. It's been a nice sunny day today. It's been lovely, to be fair. It's been one of the nicest days of the year, to be fair. Yeah, get the mental health chatting. Cheers, DJ. How you doing, mate? 1 being poor, 10 being excellent. I'm currently about a 3, but I've had a really bad day of seizures. Seizures have been out the wazoo. Evening, Daniel. Evening, Adam. Seems a bit quiet. Have been a bit quiet today. Evening, Jake. Evening. So Ian, Dave, Ian, DJ, Ian, John. I hope all is good. So let's just start with what kind of happened earlier today. We've seen the thing about Storch family and them having feelers out to the supporter group, which I think is a good thing. I think it's a very good thing. The one thing I didn't do a video on because I was going live anyway was the news that Alex Miller's Untabid team led by Charlie Mavian are among the parties interested in acquiring Sheffield Wednesday. I just automatically go, that's a straight no for me. A lot of people saw what he was like in the Sunderland Till I Die documentary. I don't think Charlton fans had much of a good thing to say about him when he was there as well. He's not the kind of person I would want, but again, the problem is we don't get a say in this. It's not our call. This is on the admin. And the admin's already had it that they've already had one issue happen and they need to get the second one right. I think they had 2 attempts with Derby. If the Derby fan who watching my stuff could come in, let me know. I know Wigan fans had a bit of issue, but the thing is, the problem you've got is it's all well and good saying, who do we want as an owner, but we don't get a say in it. Like, that's the annoying thing. Like, in certain clubs in different countries, there's a say from their fans about who comes in or who invests. There's like a vote, there's an AGM. Germany very much at the opinion of this. They do very well with this. And the thing for me is, hopefully they are way too late and they won't be in it anyway, because by what it said by admin turned around and said, look, the people who are going to be in are people who've already been interested or we've been there. So I'm hoping that's the case, that it's all too late and it was just a case of, oh, we'll try our luck. But I don't mind the Storch lot reaching out to the supporter trust. I think it's quite clever. I think it's good to see what they're all about, giving the idea of what a plan could be. And that's the thing. Going into next season, we need a plan. I'm good, Nigel. How are you, mate? Apparently Mike Ashley looked to get us. Yeah, Mike Ashley is heavily favourite, and Mike Ashley's one of those weird ones where I don't want him, but at the same time, for stability, he would keep us stable. And the problem is, it's a weird one, because I want someone who will make us stable. And I know Mike Ashley would make us stable, but he wouldn't spend a lot kind of thing. But if you read what Newcastle fans have said, but we can only go on what Newcastle fans have got to be the last club he owned. Last club he owned with Newcastle. So you've only got one bit to do. But you look at them and you look at how he did eventually get them to the Prem eventually, but you will be having to go to League One, from League One to Championship, then to Prem. She was good, mate. She was really good. A bit off when they were about to go and the parent got told to leave, but when she was on the coach, she was waving her hands like a madden, saying bye-bye and stuff, and we'll see her tomorrow night. She's only there for one night, which is good, but she was okay. I think it was just more making sure she settled for the night. I hope the EFL and why do I always keep wanting to call it the international football regime? It's not. The independent football regulator learns something from the process. The Rogue Rovers in football are killing the game. I agree, John. They are 100%. 100%. Hi, mate. Hey, Daniel. I like Waltons or DE Shaw to come back, but at this point, I don't care as long as we get taken. I'm fed up of being in limbo now. The minor 15, they're going to now we'll struggle for a bit. I think the thing is this: it's starting to look like the minor 15 is the sticking block, the stumbling block. And again, I think one of the things is every club agreed to the rules, even us. But it's very hard to say, oh, can we not? Because we all agreed to the rules just because of we've been through a lot. But I'm hoping smarter heads turn around and go, hey, we've got this to do. And we'll see how it goes with it. Because what happens, I went a bit earlier, mate. I went a bit earlier tonight. Not doing a stupidly long stream tonight because I've had quite a bad day with seizures, so it's not been great. But I think the thing is that whatever happens, we have to take it. I'll take the minor 15 if we can be competitive. Yep. The worrying thing is, for me, is that we get the minor 15 and then they have it that they turn around and say, oh, you still got your transfer fee and loan fee restriction, and so we got to deal on fees. Like we've done before. Got to remember, the first time in League One with Darren Moore, we were dealing with fees and stuff. My knee bloody hurts. Still, mate. I've taken a lot of painkillers and some ibuprofen. Basically, I smacked my knee on the edge of a desk shutting a window, and it bloody kills. Hey, Todd. How you doing, mate? Hope you well. How I go, sneeze. And I did mute it. Just in case anyone cared, England laid off 6-1 up versus Ukraine. 2 from Russia, 2 from Sweden, 2 from... Nice! I heard they had a bit of a mare with the graphics, though, didn't they? I think if we get the minor 15 owner comes in before summer, transfer ends and spends a lot of money, I think we'd be all right. All depends on what you can do. I really wouldn't underestimate the impact that minor 15 will have. A complete squad and the odds of signing leave will be... Oh, it will be very slim. It would be very slim. We would have to win all our games to start off with and then go on a really good run and be well drilled and have a good preseason. Have a good people coming in. The worry is that you get stuck in a relegation battle already without even trying to do. The minor 15 is a problem. And it's always been something in the back of when the fans' head. If that's there, you do kind of go. It's another season where you're starting on a negative, trying to push forward, and it's that whole thing trying to get to the positive numbers as soon as possible. The only saving grace, you potentially would have a completely fresh team to a point, maybe a new manager as well. So it will be a fresh start completely, but that will be a tall order. It can be done. Teams have done it who have started on minor points and managed not to get relegated, but it's about making sure we change the mindset of what we've already got. Because if you still have some players who have still been here, it's a difficult one. It really is a difficult one if you look into how it goes and stuff. I think you've got to be really... I don't want to say you've got to be really careful, but you've got to make sure you get it right. And the problem is, do we think they'll get it right? Like, generally, do we think it'll get it right? Or, again, we're not in control of it, are we? It's the admin. We can all say who we want, but it's the admin that are going to do it. Thing is, we're a brand new squad. This may not gel anyway, and we still maybe end up in the league because until we have a competitive squad and settle, we're going to struggle anyway. So minor 15 maybe a blessing. Maybe. I wouldn't say anything's a blessing when it comes to minor 15. I get what you're saying. But you want to try and see if there's something that can be done. But again, it's going to be an EFL independent football regulator thing. It'll be an EFL thing to see if it does. But I think the regulator will have a say. I haven't covered the questions yet. No, mate. I'm going to do that in a minute. Did Ashley even put up any money for big signings at Newcastle? Let's have a look. Have a look, mate. Newcastle United. Ashley era. Right, look. Look, how long was he there for? Let's have a look. 2007 to 2021, right. Thank you. I think Matt's in Joel about 50 million if that's it. Or we might get Henrik to sign another, or we might get rid of it. Yeah, that's true. Could do. There is that as well. Transfer market. Let's have a look. So you're going from 2007. Let's have a look. All transfers. Ian, Iran, how you doing, mate? Hope you well, mate. Minor feels would just give an excuse to say why we went down instead of being poor. True. I have heard the rumours about Darren Moore going to West Brom. I think that'll be good for him. To be fair. Right, we're going. So let's go from 07. That's when he got the club. Yeah, brought a couple of players in, you know. 07, Alan Smith, Enquit, Jose Weary, Joey Barton. So they brought 37 million in. So got 12, 10, and 8 million in. Season 2, 35 million in again. 15, 9, and 6, 4, 5, 2, 3 million out. So they have signed players. 09, 010 was the season where they started to not sign big. They're only 6 million. Then it went to 13 in 10, 27 in 11, 12. But they've always sold players. They've always had a season where they sold players for big money at some point. So I think that's where they've always managed to kind of balance the books a little bit. They've always managed to do that, like 14, 15, 45 million, but they sold 23 million. So he did bring players in. But I think the thing is, for us, the other thing we need, it's not just players as well, though, if you think about it. It's not just players. We need stadium stuff. We need training ground stuff. It's a lot. I really think the minor 50 resigned to another write-off season. New owner, new manager, probably new squad, going to take time to gel. By the time it comes together, we could be too far. I get that. It all comes on this sticking block of minus 15 points. Would it be easier if we got -6? Say they say you're still getting minus points and you get -6 instead. Maybe. But I don't know how much it can happen. You know what I mean? 5 wins. Yeah, 5 wins. Say 5 wins, but how quick will those 5 wins come? How quick will them I'll take -6. So kind of like the compromise then. Look, instead of -15, we'll take -6, or we'll kind of thing, or say they say -8, something like that. Take it down a little bit. If it's a big if the EFL allow a bit of leeway with it, it changes things. I just want to enjoy match day again. Used to be buzzing when, oh yeah, I agree. Is it bottom 4 in League One? Yeah, it's bottom 4, mate. I can't really disagree. We need a new club. Would Ashley want to spend a lot of money? Would any bidders? True. I think any bidders who come in, they're going to have to spend money, but it's where we need it to be spent. Might be the same, even though without the -15 could still get relegated if the squad doesn't gel quickly. So does it honestly matter either way? We're doomed right now. We need a functioning coaching staff at about -9 this season, -6 next. I agree with that because we're already down, but look, they could make the they could make the case of going, it doesn't really affect you, you're already down, and they will want to put it on the season just gone. So it's one of them where you think, would they do that? Again, we're having to use the brain of the EFL and how they would do stuff. You would have other clubs saying stuff. Big difference between 2 wins and 5, though. True. And again, like you've all said, how good of a start can we have? How quick can people But yeah, it's that whole thing where you would have to see what happens. Mine have won for next 15 years. Yeah. But you know what I mean? It's that whole thing where I don't know where we're gonna be and where we're gonna fall. They'd lump it on if they lumped it on this season points, I generally wouldn't be bothered. No, I don't think anyone would. I think the FL will give a minor if it's overcooked. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm starting to go to that kind of side of it. But there was a part of me that was very much the smart of trying going, hey, this is what we need to do. But it'll be interesting to see what happens. So hang on, running an offensive business. So this is just broke by Alex Miller. So the prototype figures include 380k headed for repairs and maintenance, and 380k in upkeep. 255k was spent on stadium costs, including expended on match day, CCTV, IT hardware. 160 was spent on a hire vehicle for the training related equipment. Jesus Christ. Some 3.7 million have been spent on employee related costs, 2 point in pay, national insurance, 9.95k workplace pensions. Jesus Christ, it's interesting all this money that they're talking about. What do you mean FAA? Ian Lodo, one day, how you doing? Not going through as Rick Parry. And he hates us. I think he's secretly loving this and personal punishment. I can see that. I can see that. No, I can see that. He's been saying Hugh Club. He's been saying it for the last couple of weeks, mate. But I think the thing you got is that minus 15 will kill us. Right. Big club get in trouble, mate. Just saying, big clubs do have problems and get in trouble. A couple of seasons ago, I don't think a lot of people would have thought Derby would have got in trouble. They were a big club. Wigan were winners of the FA Cup. They got in trouble. Clubs get in trouble, mate. It's the be all and end of it. End of the day, if it comes down to how serious the FL are about wanting to help clubs or not, or got business, yeah, that's the thing. What I've always had, this FFP lark stuff, has always turned around and said, like, we're not going to we're gonna stop clubs trying to get out of business. And the thing is, I've seen more clubs look like they're gonna go out than stay in. Like Leicester, if Leicester go down, Leicester in a world of trouble by the sounds of it. It's one of them where I've got the thing where we got the situation of it all is that we got to have a sign of us being able to move forward and being able to put path behind us and look at a new future. The problem with having minor 15, it still keeps the old people there. Thing is, first year of regulations, and if minor 15 purchase sticking point, they should weigh in. True. Yeah, I agree. No, I agree with that. They've got to kind of have a say there, because it sets the tone, doesn't it, P Wednesday? It's about setting the tone and setting the precedent. If anything, us being in the situation we're currently in kind of gives them a idea of what they're walking into in terms of how things are going to be. And it gives them, it sets the tone for how they're going to be and how they're going to react. Could they have done without it so they could have a bit more runway to work out all the kinks? Potentially. But then you've got a situation. They've got us to deal with. We still don't know what the hell going to be happening with Leicester. Leicester go down. They don't sound like they are in a thing. Like, Leicester, when Leicester came down, they had no relegation clauses in anybody's contract. There were just none. There were no relegation clauses at all in anyone's contract. So you come down and you've got no relegation clause. You're stuck with it. We can't afford the luxury of waiting around for the IFF. We need to be prepped. Yeah, we do. No, I agree. We do. We do need to be prepping for next season. But right now, until new ownership comes in, we're start doing this. We're trying our fun. There's not a lot. Because you can't go to Kevin Beadle and say, right, buy me a list of players for next season. This is your budget. This is this. Done. Because he doesn't have a budget. Right now, he's probably working with the same budget, which is free and get me loans from people who'll pay all the money. It needs sorting. We could do with something by the end of the week. Where we think, but the thing is, when we start it at the end of the week, I generally don't think we shouldn't have the thing where we find out who it is. Oh, can you imagine if what are your thoughts if West Brom get more? Do you reckon they'll keep them up? Talk about how they handle when there could be a case. Could cast a long shadow. Yep. Let's have a look at the table. We know we're down, so we don't need to look at us. Oh, I bet. I think it's a lot. It's a big job they need to do. So at the minute, we're down on -7. We know this. So Oxford on 32. They got to win. Leicester on 34. Lost. West Brom 35. Lost. Blackburn 38. Portsmouth 39. So I hear you, but we could at least start making keep and get rid of Leicester play. Yeah, we can, but what contracts are we allowed to offer them? That's the other thing. Are we only allowed to offer them 6? If we're only allowed to say at the end of the season, and we're still in this position now, and say the takeover is either not close enough for the new ownership to go in. I mean, you've got till July 1st, I want to say, till all contracts expires. But what if they turn around and say, we can only do 6-month contracts until the new ownership's in, and then you've got to sit down and do all it. But I get what you're saying. It needs to be done now. The list to keep and get rid should be high, and it all goes down to thing. I think one player we know who could potentially go is Ugbo. If you could do a deal where you let him go, you would, because you probably he's the highest earner now. Hi people. I doubt if Morg will go. I can't see Morrison. I can see Morrison shot to the end of the season. Fair enough. Hopefully we can pay for players in summers. We've been punished enough, or for something the team had no control over. I agree. Hey Punk, are we getting 15 on my 6? I think it's still going to be the -15, but that we're not. What we're saying is, mate, is that could it be negotiated down to -6? But I don't see it. I still think it'll be -15. We're not saying it's not been said that -6 is it. It's still -15 if the creditors don't get done. But a lot of the talk around it has been people saying if they can negotiate or try and do something with the EFL to do it. -15 is still what the EFL will do if we don't pay creditors. All the creditors. So it gives you that little bit of interestingness. It's the word I use, interestingness, which doesn't help. So it's one of them. I don't trust. I'll be brutally honest. I don't trust the EFL. 15 technically is a recommendation. It is indeed. Bernard, will you keep or let him go? Great player, but will he still be good when he's back? He got a year. Could we have some of the old players to help? Which players are you thinking? Depends what players you're thinking. Depends what player could come in. I've got some questions that people left, by the way, so let's go to these. Who do I want? This is from JuffBob227V9H. Who do you want to own Wednesday and when this is all finished? It's a hard one, that one, because I'll be brutally honest, I don't know. I just want an ownership that is gonna get us stable. I want a season where we are not having to constantly be in the situation where we are the center of attention for stuff off the field. I want it to be all on the field. If we have got off the field stuff, I want it to be, hey, Sheffield Wednesday have found land and they're going to break ground on a new training ground. Sheffield Wednesday getting work on the stadium to modernise and make the stadium. I want to say we need stability. Like let's say, who do you, all in the chat, who do you want as Wednesday owner? Just put in the names that you want. The ones who are linked, by the way, the ones who are linked. Super Derby, Super Ramsey. You should beat us at weekend, mate. Easy. I hate to say it, I think we need Ashley. Nakama wants to stay next season, which is good. I like Dieng to stay. Good keeper would take Cooper to pay as well. Hi, Jay. Is it possible to ask some players to come in and help out volunteers? Not a bad idea. Mine says Ashley, Hart says Dorch. Walton, then Dorch. Put people who have been linked recently, as in like the last couple of weeks. The ones who have been linked since the... Let go with Dorch, Ashley, and we know Charlie's not someone we want in, but go with that. Dorch, but probably Ashley. Dorch, anyone else, then Ashley. The thing is, the deal, and the way it sounds, it got Ashley written all over it, but what happens if we do get Ashley? How do people do? He got a good person behind him who I think the company Tom Costello uses is involved at, I want to say it's Celta Vigo or someone like that. Unlike Derby, you haven't got a fan to save you. We haven't got a written fan to save us, no, mate. And again, Derby got lucky with that they had some ready to go. Probably thought to half, but as long as they're able to settle us. I have no idea, barring Dorch, and that's all I know is in. I'm not fussed. Dorch, then Ashley, either way worked for me better than what we used to. If we are at -15, Ashley might do better as he will be structured football people long term, though Dorch maybe better. It's about saving. Oh, I know it is, mate. I know it's about saving the club. It's. I think it's whoever comes in has got to have a plan, and it's got to be a long-term plan. It can't be thingy. And we need, like you said, we need someone to come and save the club. And the stupid, he'd been respectful. He'd been respectful. He's been very respectful. Don't worry, he's been good. You know what it's like where they had someone tried to get him who was dodgy, and thank God they didn't. But if they didn't have is it Crowley or Cowley coming in and getting, they would have been in such a thing. It's Dorch consorting. It seems like it's the family, mate. Dorch is the one that outlined the long term, both on and off the field. Yep. It seems like it's a family bid. It seems like it's just him and maybe something. See, I'm worried about Dorch reaching out to fan stuff. You could also see that as we know nothing about the soccer ball. What the fuck do we do? True. I get that. It seemed like the person who he got with him, Blue Grow Sport Group. The Blue Grow Sport Group, who is one of the people in with him. They have experience with Club de Lens, that's it. Le Havre in France, Elite Falcons, MFK Vadatka, and Cancun Football Club. That's who they got in there. So it all depends on where you go. You've got somebody who's the director of football, director of international football. You've got It all depends. It all depends which way you go. But I know what you're saying. I think the idea of reaching out to the fans is to find out what they're about. Well, one of the articles tonight, Steve, was that apparently they'd have representatives reach out to the supporter group. So for me then, Ashley. Yeah, well, that's the thing we got, mate. I don't think we're that close to it, but if it goes longer, it could get that close, and that's the issue. That is the issue, and the thing is, it will not look good on the yeah, don't look like you. Yeah. But I think we're in an interesting time, put it that way. Kind of thing. Jake, who turned to -15 around better? Ashley Otto, what's your first thought? I want to say Ashley because he'll get football people in, but Dorf might do the thing where they do it in a different way. The thing is, Ashley, we know what we're getting. Dorf, we have no idea what we're getting. From what I've heard, admin no longer want a consultant, they rather want family. Yeah, they want, it sounds like they want just a single person or someone of the family to come in and get it. Derby were in admin until June. How long were you in admin for totally, though? In the whole thing, was it 12 months? Yeah, that's a good point. Who's better long term, who's better short term? So let me have a look at where has it gone? Because I do have it up. Let me picture it gone. We're not going to go much longer though. Best case scenario next season. This is from that with point deduction and owners, and worst case scenario. Best case scenario next season with point deduction. You got to hit the ground running. Worst case scenario, there's no club. That's the worst case scenario, that we don't manage to find someone to come in and actually do it, or someone fails it again. So I meant that I'm hoping that reaching out for a trust is a case of Akin found what they think they need. Oh, I get what you mean. Think it was August to June, right? Has anyone checked Euro? They could be by the club, but it ain't me, sadly. Not me either, mate. Best case scenario, you get the -15 and you manage to get a mid-table finish. And then you plan for another season, leave one and go from there. Worst case scenario, you get the -15, you don't manage to stay up, but then you're in League 2 and you plan again. What balls you by someone to deliver to ball and tank the price? Wonder, because a lot of people said that. I've seen people say that. I have seen a lot of people say that. And it's a good theory. I won't lie, it's a very good theory. But why would you weigh 4 million to try and tank the price? 10 months, then almost a year. Fair enough then. Who do you want? I'll be honest with you, it's not about the person for me. It's about who can make us stable. I'm not a fan of Ashley in terms of how he ran it and was a thing. But right now, Ashley's probably someone who would make it properly stable for us. The thing is, I can say who I want SWFC Turner. Doesn't mean we're going to get it. It's not our choice. It's not our choice at all. Easy pal. Hey, Nick Proctor, how you doing, mate? What am I? We were talking about next owner, -15 points, all that kind of good stuff. I don't think he'll invest with the lottery. Yeah, the thing is, once we get it also, you probably need an experienced League One manager who knows how to get them out of it, like a Paul Warne, like you say. Doing really well at MK Dons, actually. Doing really well. Because they're not football players, don't need to reach out to many as a trust. That's the thing. The people who, if it's Tom, oh, what's his name? Hold on. If it's Tom team, we find his team. If it, I can't remember his surname. Tom Collin or something of that name. I can't remember his surname. Generally, I cannot remember his surname. The person who was with him, I can't remember his name. Hang on, I'll find it. Let's see. What's his name? Where is it? Tom Cotton, co-founder and managing partner of Al Ventures. Cotton is an investor in the Blue Crow Sports Group, who was a multi-colored stuff. So if he's an investor in Blue Crow, you bet Blue Crow Sports Group are going to potentially come in to help. I have a funny feeling that's who comes in to come in and help run everything. That's my thing. I think that they go in, they get Blue Crow in to help run it and do it, and they're the people who have got the clubs who are running. So look, no, I don't think I would either. I don't care whether the new owner knows nothing about football, as long as they get the right people in will do. Yeah, I agree. I know he said he wouldn't drop to League One, but Carrot at Man United doing wonders. Oh, he did amazing, but I could not see him dropping to League One now. Not with how well he's doing. And I think he's potentially going to get the United job. He's looking good. He's looking very good. I think the thing is, that whoever comes in needs to know it's not a short-term fix. It's not a short-term fix. It needs to be long, in for the long haul. Know what everything's going. I love Puma kits. I used to like Puma kits. But I will say Puma kits as late, they've been very template kind of thing. I love Umbro. I would love to have an Umbro. How would that work? No, wrong. No, wrong. Wrong. That's Blue Co. This is Blue Crow. CROW, mate. Blue Crow. It's not Blue Co. It's not the Chelsea lot. It's Blue Crow. Sorry if you misheard me. If I said that wrong, it could have been me. It's Blue Crow. BLUECR, like crow, like the bird. It get confusing with that one. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I got another question as well. Just remembered. Bob's. Realistic summer business, provided we're sold. Summer business if we're sold, but on -15. So what would you think? Realistic summer business, probably a lot of, maybe a couple of lads who've been released from Premier League academies. Some experienced League One player, but not over the hill. Summer business if we're sold, but on -15, I think you're looking at lots and lots of loans. Bang on long haul. Don't want another owner who just wants to spend 100 million at once. It needs to be a strategy, 5-year strategy. Have it mapped out from start. Umbro was our Prem kit. I think it was. I love Adidas kit, but we never had Adidas, have we? Under Armour's nice. I do like Under Armour's kits. Likelihood of -15 being reduced. We've had that question already. Thank you, Bob. Are admin making next season kits? That is a good question. Who's doing the next season kits? Have we still got a deal with Macron? I can't remember when the Macron deal was done, because I remember when we announced it was a long-term contract. There was no number to it. What would be a fair... Yeah, it's a good one for you then. What would be a fair price be for season tickets? Put in the chat what you think a fair price season ticket would be. I say $350 for League One. No, I'll look at me down Ireland. What reach out program can the club do while in admin? I think we're trying to do a bit. Yeah, it's something done like 1.3 million. We still owe them. $250. can't the admin sort shirt sponsorship? I don't know how much admin can do and what they can't do. 350, 300, 300, 350, 300, 250, 300. Yeah, let's see what you think about match day tickets as well. Put your match day ticket prices in. What would your match day ticket price be? Especially since we're doing down to League 1. 250, 350, depending on where you sit. 345 and 50 for shirts. Yeah, I agree with the shirt price as well. 25 to 45 on tickets. Yeah, good pricing strategy. Will work. Will work a lot. I think I've got one more question screenshot. Or is that it? No, that might be it. 25 for Cat A, 5 for Cops. I'll name a price when I see the squad. That's fair. That's fair, mate. So we'll keep that in mind then, mate, at the start of the season. When season started, I'll make a mental note to ask you. How about that? That's fair, I get that. I think the other thing is, who does sponsorship while we're in admin if we're still in admin for next season? Who does kits? Who does season tickets? Who does what are they allowed to do in signing players? Is it just short-term stuff? Make the ticket cheaper so we can fill more stadium, spend more money in the club like what happened in Germany. I love that. Admin sponsor. Could you imagine if the admin is the sponsorship on the shirt? But yeah, I think it's one of them where the people who are currently in, who have been announced in media, as in your Tortures, your Ashley, Charlie Mayview. I don't know how much that is with that one, but yeah. What about a kit price? I think 50 quid fair. Yeah, 50 quid. 50 quid fair. 100 quid gets you both shirts. Surely admin can do any of the running businesses. They can, but it all depends on how long they're going to be here to do it. They said before where they've talked about it, and that before the bid went done. They can, but it all depends on what they're able to do and how quick it goes. Team sponsor, probably a loan company. See, the only thing that worried me with Torch is that they have tried that's the thing that worried me with them as well, mate. That is one of the big concerns I have, is that they tried to go after a couple of clubs now and they haven't managed to land on one. And they've always came out with it. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. It's one that I've always kind of gone. They failed at Cardiff. They had a deal ready to go at Cardiff, then Vincent Tan pulled it. Blackpool, there was a deal. There was a deal at Plymouth, I want to say. They tried to do a deal at Plymouth, but they couldn't get that over the line. They could be their best chance of getting a club where they're not having to deal for a price, as in trying to buy it in that way. Imagine if the new owners want to come in and they massively oppose alcohol and gambling. That's who we are sponsored by. Yeah, true. But guys, that is me done. I am going to call it a night. I will speak to you guys tomorrow at some point. There'll be a video at some point, I'm sure. But yeah, the article by Alex Miller on more stuff, that how much we're saving and stuff. Like, apparently there's a big sum we're saving on hang on a minute, there's been a HTML back and forth. Hang on, that was the total says 586.637 were generated from loan fees. Jesus Christ. So yeah. Anyway, guys, have a good one, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Peace.